Hi, Dev.
All right.
Welcome in, everyone. As I'm sure you've noticed, for a second week now, we are missing Matthew Thomas. Still on sabbatical, still pondering Anthony Richardson and his future with the Indianapolis Colts. When he gets back, he'll probably tell you, I think he's going to start. I think we'll
Probably.
probably be obliged to agree with him. But this is day 2 of Jeopardy. Round 1 was myself against Evan in a riveting match that I think you guys should go check out right after this episode.
Riveting. Yeah. So yeah, like Brandon said, last time we played Jeopardy, we're playing the same game this time, except instead of my board that I created, that a lot of the times they said they had quote unquote Josh questions, which they probably were. But this is Evan's board now, and so they might be more of Evan questions. But if you don't know how Jeopardy works, basically, whoever starts will ask for 100 points for whatever category. We'll go through, ask a question. We have to wait till Evan finishes reading the question to answer the question. If you get it right, we get that amount of points. If you get it wrong, you lose that amount of points. And that's pretty much how the game is played. At the end, we'll play Final Jeopardy, and we will basically, condone gambling for a couple minutes. All right, so Evan, you can start. You can explain what your category is and what is, if there's any pictures in them, and if there are, I just have to shout the player or whatever. Basically explain the categories.
All right, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So we got players turned coaches. That's kind of self-explanatory. I'll talk about a player or a coach who played before they became a leader of a team. Record breakers, self-explanatory. Wide receiver duos, also self-explanatory. College bus, for anyone who doesn't know what that is.
Change that from last time I knew.
Yeah, someone who was an absolute beast in college and just didn't pan out in the league. And backup quarterbacks. I don't remember which ones are pictures or not. So
right.
I'm gonna be with you guys during this.
Okay. Brandon, you won, so team 1 is you. You get to pick first, and I'll be team 2. So, you go ahead, Brandon.
Let's do backup quarterbacks for 100.
All right, wait. Before you click on it, so what do you just want to say? Got it? I guess you'll recognize our voices. You want to have a certain thing you say or whatnot.
I'll be able to recognize you guys.
Okay, so we'll just say got it, and whoever says it first gets to go first.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Oh, you can do that mid game. Okay, Brandon's team 1. I am team 2.
All right.
That's right.
Which one did you say? Actually, hold on. I'm going to change this.
Be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
All right, let's do backup quarterbacks for 100.
Backup quarterbacks for 100.
Got it. This is Mr. Nick Foles himself.
That was the creepiest entrance.
Yeah. I had a couple pictures like that, and I had to change them because they were either small or I didn't really. Yeah.
All right. And that's how a lot of them are. So I'll just give you guys fair warning.
Yeah, that's all right.
Right,
with those pictures themselves, Brendan, do you just want to wait until we see the full picture? Or do you just want to wait and just name it if we know it?
I'd like the full picture. I didn't recognize his.
Okay, we'll do if it is a picture like that, which Evan says there are a lot of them. We'll just wait till a full picture, Brandon, or till Evan scales down to the bottom. Whatchamacallit, hat thingy. Record breakers 200.
Record breakers 200. This wide receiver broke the single game reception record in 2009 with 21.
Got it.
All right.
It was Brandon Marshall.
Can you name the team he did it with, too? I should have put that in there.
The Denver Broncos.
All right. Since it wasn't in, I will allow it. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was with them.
Yeah.
It was. All right. 200.
Were you expecting that, Josh?
What?
Were you expecting that?
I wasn't. I was trying to figure it out. I was like,
a non-Packers trivia question. I think everyone else on Earth, everyone else would have said Calvin Johnson.
I was thinking that too.
But I also would have
easy answer, but it was also 200, so it was like and also I didn't want to risk it, so.
Yeah, let's same category for 400.
Same category for 400. This player in his rookie year still holds the record for the most points scored in a single season as a rookie.
Got it.
Ooh, I think I had it too.
Who is Jameis Winston?
Not correct.
I'm gonna take a guess at it. I'm gonna go Evan McPherson.
That is also not correct.
Oh man, I was thinking kickers get more points than
And
touchdowns.
it is a kicker.
Okay.
Oh,
I was on track. All right, so we already guessed, so it doesn't matter. You can go get correct because we're not gonna guess it.
This one surprised me, and this one goes out to
Morton Anderson, probably.
This one goes out to my best friend Peyton Rickard.
Oh, is Robbie Gold?
Who is
Cody
Parkey.
he got the double doink guy.
Yeah, the classic double doink picture.
Wow. I'm really surprised that was not a quarterback.
Well, when
I'm not, because if you think about it,
when I saw that, I was like, "There's no way I have to put this on there."
If you think about it, like they pass the ball sometimes, but they're also not dependable enough to run the they're not trusted enough in some aspects to run pass the ball all the time. So they hand it off the 5 or whatever. So my mindset went to kicker because they're always kicking extra points. So it's 1 point and then 3 yard or 3 points or field goal. So it's like it's probably a kicker.
Yeah.
And I thought Evan McPherson did it his rookie year, but I wasn't sure, and that was the only thing I knew. So Brandon, you still have the board.
Yeah, let's wide receiver duos for 100.
Name.
Got it.
Well,
all right. Oh yeah. You have to go. You have to wait till. Okay.
Go for it, Josh.
Trace Carter, Randy Moss, and I believe that guy in the back is Jake Reed, but that's not part of the question.
Yeah, it's just the two.
Yeah.
Who is Chris Carter or Randy Moss or Chris Carter? Josh. All right. Next one. Josh.
College busts 300.
College bust 300. This exciting wide receiver from West Virginia University was drafted in 2015 by the Bears. He was sidelined by injuries for the longest time and ended up leaving the league. This past year, he had a bit of a resurgence with the Saints.
I got it. And quote unquote resurgence, but I got it instantly when you said when I saw WVU, but it's Kevin White.
It is indeed Kevin White. I'd said resurgence because it was the best year he's ever had.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, I can see that.
Who was the other WVU guy who popped around in NFL teams? Yeah,
yep.
That's what I was thinking of. He came to Green Bay for a little bit. He had a short stint there.
Let's go. We haven't touched player turn coach. Let's go 400. Did I get my points for that?
Oh,
yeah. We're back on the positive.
There you go.
400.
400.
Yeah.
Okay. This coach played for multiple teams as a linebacker in his playing career. Drafted in 1985 by the Saints and finishing his career in Miami. He played his best football for the Vikings from 1992 to 1995. He's a big part of teams defensively. He's been a big part of teams defensively during his coaching career.
I have a thought, and I know Brandon's negative, but I also don't want to go back far negative. So I'm going to keep it in my mouth until time runs out, until I put a guess in.
Time.
So I know this player I'm about to say played for the Vikings. I'm not sure if it was his best years, and I'm not sure he was drafted by the Saints, but my guess would have been, and I'm not even sure he finished his career with the Dolphins, but my good guess was Jack Del Rio.
He did, because I looked all of it up yesterday. So
I know he played for the Vikings. I have his card on his football card, and I just was like, I don't know what team he was drafted by. I don't know what team he's finished with.
Drafted by 85, and then he didn't play a single game for the Dolphins. He was picked up in training camp, and then a certain linebacker by the name of Zach Thomas came in and took his spot. He ended up retiring. Oh, wait.
No, I didn't guess. 200 backup quarterback. 200
backup quarterbacks. This backup is known for one of the greatest backup performances in NFL history.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, so he finished the so he got it now.
Yeah, I knew who it was by the eyes. It's Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn, yeah. So if there's a question along with, we'll just put this in now. If there's a question along with the picture, we can guess when the question's done instead of the picture. You know.
Yeah, and I think all of these will have.
Okay.
Let's go wide receiver duos for 4.
Well, okay, yeah. Hold on before that. Does anybody remember Matt Flynn's stat line during that game?
It was 6 touchdowns, right?
Mm-hmm. Does anybody know why he played in that game?
They were 15-0.
Uh-huh. And he went off, and that got him a contract.
Massive contract in
Uh-huh.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Uh-huh. You said wide receiver duos for 400.
Yes, sir.
All right. Name this duo.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
I think I
Donald
do too.
Driver, Sterling Sharp.
Not correct.
Yes,
Ah.
it's Donald Driver, Antonio Freeman.
That is also
No,
not
it's
correct.
not. It's Javon Walker, isn't it?
It is Javon Walker.
I knew it wasn't Sterling Sharp. They did not play
I was
together.
too early.
I had
Too early.
I knew they didn't play together. I just didn't know if it was Walker or Freeman because I know they played together, I believe.
Brandon, I think it's still your board.
Let's do college bust for 100.
College bust for 100. He's easily the most recognizable quarterback in college football history, but didn't pan out as well as people would have liked. I
Got it.
Got it.
Who, Brandon? You got it first.
Who is Tim Tebow?
Tim
Hey, boy.
Tebow.
Tie game halfway
And
through the board.
and you got to use the most iconic Tim Tebow picture of all time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Halfway through the board, I'd say. Halfway in
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. Players turn coaches for 2.
This coach played 10 seasons with the Giants, Cowboys, and Lions as a tight end before becoming a coach for this NFC team.
Got it.
Dan Campbell.
Hold on. He didn't say who.
It
He didn't
was
say who
Josh.
got an answer.
It
It
was-
was Josh.
It was definitely me, Brandon. You know that.
I don't think so. I thought it was me.
Who is Motor City? Dan Campbell.
That was a good one. That's a good one.
Josh.
500 college busts.
I don't remember what I did for this one. This is put as the worst draft bust of all time. This quarterback was drafted in the 2007 draft. Was supposed to be the best quarterback or even player in the 07 draft. It clearly didn't work out that way. From not staying in shape and to lying about reading the playbook, this QB's career did not last.
Got it.
Yes.
It was Russell.
Who?
It was. You can go last name, Mr. Marcus Russell. Who is Jamarcus Russell?
It is indeed Jamarcus
Is that a tree?
Russell.
Oh,
That's a huge image.
Yeah, it wasn't that big yesterday. That's my bad.
yeah. No, I figured that out when I was doing this too.
Yeah.
All right. Record breakers. Let's go again. I'm still winning if I get it. So 500.
Record breakers for 500. This former Cardinals QB threw the most interceptions in a single game, which was 8. No, all right. No
I
one
got
knows.
okay.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna go with Josh McCown.
That is wrong.
Yeah, it was not Leinart. It was not McCown. It was probably Skelton, wasn't it, Mr.
It
Clayton
was
Skelton?
not any of those. Jim Hardy.
Okay, yeah.
I figured it was from an era that I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh, your board.
I'm gonna try to get back in the positive. So let's just go record breakers 100.
Record breakers
Or at least
100. This player has the most rushing yards in a single season.
Got it.
Okay.
Eric Dickerson. Who is Eric Dickerson?
Who is Eric Dickerson? Okay. All right. Josh, your board.
Let's go back up for 400.
Back up for 400. This quarterback's known as one of the best backups of all time. Name this backup. I know it's kind of hard to see. I'm very sorry.
I believe I have it.
All right.
Let's go with Charlie Batch. Who is Charlie Batch?
Who is Charlie Batch? I'm very sorry. These images are massive.
Let's go players, coaches.
Oh, I got to give you a point.
Yeah. Let's go players, coaches 3.
This legendary Hall of Fame coach played for 2 teams for only 4 years, but still managed to win a Super Bowl with the Steelers in 1978, before ultimately retiring from the game in 1980.
I believe I know this, but I'm not willing to risk it. Actually, yeah, I'm not willing to. There's a lot left on the board.
Time up. Our boy Matthew would probably get this right. Who is Tony Dungy? Tony Dungy.
All right.
Josh, your board.
Record. Let's finish record breakers off.
All right. 300. This player has the most games ever played in the NFL.
Got it.
All right.
It was Adam Vinatieri.
I forgot, honestly. So, Josh,
All right. So I'm going to give an answer. And if I'm wrong, actually, you know what? If he's wrong and I'm wrong, then we take off both points. But if he's right and I'm wrong, you don't take off my points, but you add his. Okay.
Well, are you talking about like most games total played or most games in a row played?
most games, like just in total.
Okay. So, yeah.
Adam Vinatieri.
I'm going to say George Blanda, and whoever's, we'll figure it out. Just press spacebar. We'll figure it out once we get there. Morton Anderson. So we're both wrong. So you just minus both points off of ours.
All right. Josh, still your board.
So there's 2 and 3 categories. Let's go college 200.
College bust for 200. This QB attended Texas A&M before being drafted in 2012, where his career was a complete disaster. Wow.
Well, I think I know who you're trying to reach at, but I don't believe the year is right, which is why I never guessed.
It's right.
Oh, it's not Tannehill, so
It's not Tannehill.
it should be Manziel, right?
It's Manziel.
He's not 2012.
He was 2012.
No, he was not, dude.
Yes, he was.
2014, I promise you.
He was not.
I'll look it up.
Because I
I'm
looked
willing to put 400 points on this right here.
All right.
That's just not-
I heard it.
If I'm wrong, Brandon can have the 400 points I just bet.
Actually, I think it was 2014 because he was a rookie in Madden 15.
Yeah,
Come on,
22nd overall pick in 2014.
The thing I said was 2012.
Maybe that's the year you entered college.
Maybe.
Dealer error.
Dealer error.
I had one of those myself with the Brett Favre.
So am I counting these?
I think we just ditch the whole question. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
just ditch
count.
it and just ditch it, and you can, yeah, just ditch it. Hey, buddy.
All right.
Let's finish it off 2012 or 400. Sorry.
This wide receiver came out of Oklahoma State and was put as one of the best wideouts of the 2012 draft. That's why I did it, because I was already thinking of him.
Mm-hmm.
Due to injuries and drug problems, his career never panned out.
I know who you're thinking of. I just don't know what college he went to. I can picture him in a Clemson uniform for some reason, and it's.
Time up. Anybody have a guess before I reveal?
I want to say Blackman, but I think he was in I feel like I remember seeing him in like an orange college jersey for some reason.
Oklahoma State is orange, and
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I was thinking Texas State for some reason.
Texas State.
Texas State.
That's green.
Well,
that's maroon and gold.
Oh, maroon,
That's where I
yeah.
went to school.
I was thinking Chicago State.
all right. Let's just keep it E. Actually, no, let's not, because Brandon has a lot more to risk than I do. Let's go with players coach 500.
Player coach 500. This coach is more known for his playing career. He was a dominant force on the defensive end, which helped lead his team to the Super Bowl. After retiring, he became a linebackers coach for Minnesota, Baltimore, and Chicago. He only had 1 year as a head coach in 2009 with San Francisco and was fired after 1 year.
I got it.
You have it?
Somewhat confidently. I think it's Mike Singletary.
It is Mike Singletary.
It's my guy.
It's all right, Brandon. Josh is looking all this up. That's why he has 2 monitors.
Let's keep it running. 500 wide receiver duos. I think I got it.
Okay.
Steve Smith, and I believe it's Mushin Muhammad.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just finish off coaches so we can.
So Brandon can have the greatest comeback. Before becoming a coach for multiple teams around the league, he was a linebacker from the 1984 to 1992. From 1984 to 1992, and even won a Super Bowl.
I just don't know where he was drafted. And I think I know who you're getting at.
I didn't. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna guess because I don't know where he was drafted.
Well, I think 1984.
No, thanks. I'm talking about before I knew.
Dude, what?
I'll tell you in a second. Like, I believe I have a player in mind, but I don't know what year he was drafted, the player I have in mind. That's who I had in mind. I just didn't know if he played that long or when he was drafted. So
If I give the first year,
I don't know what year Ron Rivera was
of
drafted,
his,
though.
of his playing career, and he played from 1984 to 1992.
Yeah, but
What year would he have been drafted?
I don't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, when Ron Rivera was drafted until now is what I'm saying, because I didn't want to answer.
You literally told me to use that one.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think you would, because then it'd be easy for me. Let's go 500 to either seal off or make Brendan have a harder time coming back. Seal the game or make him have a harder time. So let's go 500.
This quarterback turned coach had one of the most memorable Thanksgiving performances ever. Name this backup.
Got it.
Okay.
I think I have it too.
Jason Garrett.
Yep, that's right. That's what I had.
Back in it.
Back in business.
Let's do backup QBs for 3.
Backup QBs for 3. I hope this isn't a thing. Okay. This QB stepped up big in the 1992 wildcard game for the Bills as Jim Kelly went down early. Name this backup.
Got it.
Okay.
Frank Reich.
It is indeed Frank Reich.
That's the game, fellers.
Hold on.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We got Jeopardy. What should we call it? Final Jeopardy. All
We
right.
still have wide receiver duos.
Yeah. What I'm saying is you have to get points for me to actually play 100. Let's go 300.
Name this duo.
I can't see their faces. I can see their bodies. I know one of them. Don't know the other guy. I mean, there's 2 guys I have in mind for the other one. And
Pictures, I promise, guys, these pictures were not this big yesterday.
not responding, bro. I'm going to throw it out just because Brendan has, unless he miraculously comes back into Final Jeopardy, he doesn't have an answer. And I'm going to go, it's Herman Moore, 84. And it's either Brett Perriman or Johnny Morton. Let's just go with the more prominent one, Johnny Morton.
Wrong.
It was Brett Perriman, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay, and the final one. Name this duo.
I got it. Jerry and T.O.
Wrong. I'm just kidding. All right. And to make things interesting, Brandon,
Brandon can only wager $100. You know what? Let's make it closer because I made your guys somewhat close. Let's make it. But give him 500.
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Okay. Let me come up with a good Final Jeopardy.
Oh, I can't put that on screen.
Why not?
Because it's a private comment, not a private chat, not a comment. But anyway, Brendan is betting my left kidney. So if he wins, that means that if I lose my other kidney due to some sort of kidney failure, that I'm dead.
That's right. Drink plenty of water.
Yeah.
I should have done this before we even started.
I kind of just came up with mine on the spot also, so.
All right. Put in the chat how much you guys are wagering.
You know, I was going to keep it safe, Brandon, and I was going to put 99. But now that you put my kidney, we can make this interesting.
Oh, boo.
Oh. All right. Well, Josh, I see how you're playing. So, yeah, there's my official bet.
All right. $750.
Yeah, that's why we're laughing at 600. Supposed to be 600.
All right. This is gonna be a two-parter.
Okay.
Which team has the most NFL championships? I'm not talking about Super Bowls. I'm talking about before 1967 with the NFL championships.
So only the
And
championship, not Super Bowls
NFL
and champion.
just NFL championships. We're not including Super Bowls, just NFL championships.
Oh wow.
NFL championships, and tell me how many.
That's a tough one because there's two teams I have in mind. So if we both get you know what? If we both get the right answer for team, are we going to play whoever gets it closest to? Actually, no, we can both lose points. So never mind. That doesn't make sense. So if we get it wrong, we lose points. I was going to say
15 seconds.
Yeah, I think I just have I guess. Brendan, do you have a guess?
I've already got my answer. I just
All right,
need to hit
me too.
enter.
Me
Time
too.
up.
Enter.
Enter.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
It was either the Giants or the Packers for me also, but
Josh, I took you to see the 13th
Yeah, I know.
world champions.
but I know the Giants. I know the Packers have more champions.
Hold on. So, Brandon, how much are you wagering?
600.
Everything.
Yeah, and the kidney.
And Josh's kidney. But actually, Josh gets to keep it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie.
I knew I didn't get it right. I wanted to go Giants because I knew the Packers had more Super Bowls and I know it's a lot of math. I didn't pass
Green
math.
Bay Packers indeed have the most NFL championships prior to the Super Bowls.
13. Chicago is number 2. And they only have one
Chicago
Super Bowl.
is number 2.
Wow.
So now I
think
ask
they're
you
at 9.
this. What do we do with a tie?
Well, we're both at 1,200, so we just played in Jeopardy, real Jeopardy. They just played Jeopardy, Final Jeopardy again, and they wager whatever. So me and Brandon both have 1,200 points, and we just wager.
Well, I believe they just have two champions that go on to the next day.
I don't know if we're playing again, Brandon.
I'll come up with one, and that'll determine. Josh, if you beat
But
Evan,
if you're playing, then that doesn't mean anything. So it has to be now, and we can just play next week again and have you make.
well, so I have a win over Evan and a tie against you, and so if you beat Evan, we are equals. But if Evan beats you, then it's like rock, paper, scissors, and I win.
That makes sense.
I'll just
Brandon?
come up with another.
Who is the Packers' current backup quarterback?
Which one?
All right. I got one. Actually, no, because I don't think either of you will get this right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pick another question. Do it right now. Name that right now. I'll bet you I'll get it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Hold on,
Who was the first player ever drafted in the NFL?
Oh, I'd actually know that. I just can't think of his name. His last name's Bell, though, right?
Nope.
What? What is it?
Nope. Jay Burr Wagner.
Close enough.
I got it. How about this, Josh? You and I both put in the chat who we believe the biggest free agent signing was, and Evan decides who was the larger free agent signing for that team.
Oh, well, I think
Because then it's opinion based.
I think we need to be factual about this.
That is factual. There is a factual answer to this, and I stick
agree.
to it.
I agree.
Wow, I actually don't know that because of the whole. Wait, so are we? So let's. I guess yeah, it doesn't really make sense. All right.
The biggest free agent signing of all time.
Based on the
All
current
time.
economy stance, or based off the economy stance at the time of the free agent standing or free agent signing?
Economy stance based on the free agent, not largest contract. That's different. The most impact to the team.
Oh, okay. This is actually is opinionated.
No, it's not.
This is definitely opinionated. My guess is I'm just gonna put Albert Hainsworth out there. Honestly, I was going between 3 people actually, and yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's actually Jerry Rice for the Raiders, but
Yeah, that is true.
but I'm just kidding. I gotta come up with another question.
So yeah, my answer was actually Albert Hainsworth. Yeah, just come up with an actual real answer, a real question.
Yeah, I am. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Not so. We're gonna do this kind of weird. You don't have to get all three right, but you have to name three players, and whoever has the most will win. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Which non-QBs have the most Pro Bowl appearances in history? Non-QBs.
We have a timer.
20 seconds.
All right.
So 10 seconds left.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stop.
He's right on two of those, and I will submit mine then. I thought it'd go out easier than that. I had them in order, like top to bottom, pressing enter.
And with the most remarkable comeback since the 28-3 Super Bowl,
You're capping.
Beagle is your winner.
Dude, he doesn't even have three.
It was
But-
just the most out of three right.
I just said the most out of 3.
Oh.
So you're
But-
winning.
Forfeited my third option.
What was it? Is that actually? Let me see how many actually.
It was Bruce Matthews, Merlin Olsen, and Tony G.
Wow. Good job, Brandon.
Thank you. I saw that on NFL Network once.
Once.
So as I said, instead of 28-3, it is 1100 to negative 600. And your winner is Beagle.
Thank you.
Nicole Hardman.
Beagle Hardman.
Fantasy champ, 2-time Jeopardy champ, 3-time fantasy champ.
Back to
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is our second episode of trivia, or our second episode of Jeopardy. We might do this again next time with maybe even Jeopardy again, but maybe even other trivia. So check us out as we continue to upload. We might even have a podcast, an actual podcast next week. So check that out. And thank you for watching.